Can I beat Pokemon Yellow with just a Blastoise and a Butterfree? Let's try. In the beginning, we'll play as usual and get our potion. Then, we'll reach Professor Oak's lab and get our first Pokemon. After we win the battle with Blue, we'll be able to catch Blastoise and battle with Blue again. The first time is easy. He has just 2 Pokemon this time, and they are at low level, so we can go on with our journey. One of the few trainer we have to face in this forest is the last one, but he has just a Caterpie. Brock is not a problem either, since Blastoise no water gun and bubbles. We don't need to get much levels in this part. After we win the badge, the journey continue, but we'll be able to get going without too many difficulties. In this part of the story, we don't need to catch Butterfree. We'll catch him later. Not even the trainer in Mount Moon are a problem. Blastoise water gun is mostly enough for all the opponent's Pokemon. Before getting out of Mount Moon, we have a last battle with Team Rocket, and we are able to win. Now, we have to battle against the second gym. In order to do it quicker, I've reached level 24 with Blastoise in order to learn Bite. Right after, we have a new battle with Blue, but even if he has more Pokemon on his team, Blastoise is still enough. Then, once the trainer on the bridge are over, we have a new match with a member of Team Rocket. Using only Blastoise was useful, since he gained some more levels. We get a little more battles in this route, but there is nothing to worry. Even if we find opponents that could use super effective moves on us, Blastoise is faster for the most of the time. Then, we get the ticket from Bill's house, and we are able to go in the next town. Once we are in the ship, we'll have to battle once more with Blue, but with our Blastoise, we're still enough. We are faster than most of his Pokemon, and because of this, we can attack first. After getting the move cut, we'll go to the next gym. Considering that Blastoise is a water type, I thought that it was going to be difficult, but the opponent didn't use double team as usual. Now, we can go to the tunnel and proceed. In Pokemon Yellow, you don't really need the move Flash, since you can more or less see where you're going. Before reaching the exit, we have to do a battle, and then going to the next town. Here is where we caught Butterfree, since the next gym is going to be super effective on Blastoise. The Butterfree that we've caught is already able to use Psych Beam, and for this reason, we can win against most of the opponent's Pokemon. Even against the gym leader, we'll be able to win. The next thing to do is going to the Team Rocket secret base and get the key. Once we've got it, a new battle with Team Rocket await us, but we're trained enough to beat them and proceed. The next battle is with Giovanni, but most of his Pokemon are weak to water, and we can use Blastoise for the most of the time. Then, we'll have to move to the tower where Blue is, and we can begin a new battle. This time, his team is much better, especially from the previous time. However, we can still win. After winning with Blue, we reach the upper level, where Team Rocket is. But we'll have no problem with them. Once the battle is won, we get to save Mr. Fuji. He'll give us the poke flute, which is necessary to awake Snorlax. Then, we move to the Safari Zone, where we can get the gold teeth and surf. Once we have the gold teeth, we'll get the move strength. Then, we'll see a new gym right next to this place. We'll be able to use Blastoise against most of his Pokemon and get the badge. His last Pokemon is good, but even so, we can win with Blastoise. In the next town, we'll have to search for the secret key in order to enter the gym. Here, Blastoise has enough move to beat most of his Pokemon. Once we've got the badge, we have to go to the Sylph Cove in order to beat Team Rocket. This place is big, but we find a way to reach the key. Then, once we are able to open the various doors, Blue will be there to battle with us. Blastoise can win against most of his Pokemon, but Cloyster was a strong one. After winning with Blue, we'll get a Lapras. The next battle is going to be with Team Rocket and then with Giovanni. I could have used Butterfree as well, but I've tried to win most of the battles with just Blastoise. Using just one Pokemon gave us more levels, and now we are ready for Giovanni. Even here, we can battle with him using just Blastoise. The differences between this battle and the previous one is that he don't have the same type of Pokemons. In any case, we can beat him and get the Master Ball. Then, we'll have to reach the gym that is in the same town. Once we reach the gym leader, we start the next battle in order to get the badge. The next gym is going to be our last, since we've almost finished. Here, we can use another way in order to reach the gym leader faster. This time, Giovanni will use mostly Pokemons of the same type, which is good for Blastoise. This means that we can win the battle with him. Our Pokemons might be almost on the same level, but for the most of the time, we can use just water moves and getting the badge. Now that we've reached the Pokemon League, I've decided to level up Blastoise and Butterfree. The first one is going to use water and ice, which mean that I can only use Blastoise. The next Elite Four is going to use Rock and Fighting type, which is good in any case. I can use Blastoise for the Rock type and Butterfree for Fighting type. This time, Butterfree is going to battle with the Pokemons from the third Elite Four. I've tried to use mostly Psych Beam. I had enough moves to win against her Pokemon, and now it's time to battle the champion. This time, I don't really have a better move to use. I've tough about using Strength, and it worked for the most of the time. Even if we are doing good, our opponent is still able to make the battle difficult. He was almost able to defeat Blastoise, but we won with one more move. After this Elite Four, we have to battle with Blue again. This time, his Pokemon have reached a good level, and it wasn't that easy to win. I could have used Butterfree as well, but I was trying to win just with Blastoise. Executor and Cloyster were difficult. Cloyster used various moves and almost defeated Blastoise, but then I've won.